Well, I played at Miami Northwestern. I was a city baby at first. Say when I started high school, I lived in Carol City. I got uh, threatened and cussed out every morning I got on that bus
Oh
stop.
yeah. Are you facing a lot of flack
I'm not really,
from
man.
alumni? I'm kicking in your front. Great peeping in your drapes. Rob making the plate in the back. Chief Hall Podcast. Chief Hall Podcast. Chief Hall Podcast. Chief Hall Podcast. Right now. Chief Hall Podcast coming at you. This is Frankie D, Rob over there, and we got another special guest, and we talking football again, and we might talk a little bit of life and everything, but we got the head coach for our alma mater.
You said Rob over there. Where Rob?
I mean Ray. I'm sorry, Ray. Rob over there.
Making a plate. Rob
Yeah,
way over there making a
yeah,
plate.
he way over there in the back, and then Rob, Ray right here, and we got a special guest, the head coach, the new head coach, 1 weekend of our alma mater, not Ray's, but of Miami Carol City Senior High School, and we got none other than Coach Stubbs in the building tonight.
Yeah,
Coach,
yeah.
come on at us, Coach. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Just glad I could be here. Appreciate y'all having me.
Yes, sir.
And just ready for this ride.
Ready for a ride because anybody following Chief Hall Podcast know that we had Coach Frazier on here, which is our mentor in so many different ways, a legend in the state of Florida football. So most coaches that's here, and you were going to Northwestern, so you actually played against Coach Frazier. So we had him on, and to be in that now, going into the school that Coach Frazier really made his name and got his historical attributes from, and now you go to that school and you got a job to do, which Coach Frazier would say, you ain't got to fill his shoes, or you ain't trying to fill his shoes. You got to do your own thing, follow your own way, and still with the goal of winning football games and building men.
Yes, sir.
Ain't that right? Ain't that right, Coach?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this brother here, tell us about where you went to high school, when you played, position you played. Talk to us a little bit about that, Coach Stubbs.
Well, I played at Miami Northwestern. I was a city baby at first. Grandmother moved on up to what we would call Carol City area, but Grandma taught at Martin Luther King Elementary. So that was the ride to school. So wherever Grandma went, that's where I had to go.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so I went to every school in Liberty City area, and I went ahead and attended Miami North, and I played defensive end there up under Willie Goldsmith and Billy Rowe.
Okay,
Which are two legends in themselves.
Yeah.
But like I say, when I started high school, I lived in Carol City, so I got threatened and cussed out every morning I got on that bus stop.
Oh, yeah.
Once my grandma retired when I was in the 10th grade, Grandma said, if you want to still keep going there, you got to get on this bus. So I caught the bus there, every morning to get to school. 2 buses to get to school. But that's what I wanted to do, because I wanted to continue where I was at. It's not like now where you go switching schools and everything like that.
Yeah.
So I stayed, true to what I started at, and I finished there.
Yeah, are you catching a lot of flack from those that were at Northwestern with you? And because the alumni from Northwestern is really strong. Probably the strongest in high school football is Northwestern. To give you a little history, my mother was in the first graduating class from Miami Northwestern, 1956. So I'm the son of a Bull. And matter of fact, she used to drop me off to one of her classmates when he was coaching at Northwestern, Coach Coffey.
Yeah.
She used to drop me off out there on the field, and I used to be out there with Coach Coffey in the early 80s.
You was a water boy.
Yeah, I was playing with the water. I was playing with the water and the machine, kicking the footballs, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So, but that was at Northwestern, and I ended up at Carol City because my mom moved, and I went to Carol City. But are you facing a lot of flack?
I'm not really,
from
man.
alumni?
You got your friends that you've been with for a long time. They give you the business, but I believe they proud of me. You know, it's been a long time coming that I wanted to be a head coach at a major school. You know, I did the road less travel. I took my time with it. I made sure I had the tutelage and the knowledge to get ready to coach these young men at this prestigious, you know, institute. Um, and like I say, they gonna mess with you. They can say you look weird putting the C's up. You look weird doing the tomahawk. You know what I mean? I say, man, I'm just getting warm up. I gotta practice a little more.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But other than that, they proud of me because you know I still represent the high school. You know, of doing great things. Even though I'm at Carol City, because they know I'm gonna do great things while I'm there.
You got to do it. You got to do it.
I tell them all the time. I say, look, you know, even though big rivalry schools here in South Florida, but you know, at the end of the day, it's family.
Yeah, oh, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. And you know, everybody know, you know, we grew up in that area, so we know all the chief guys. We heard about the legendary Walt Frazier, the things they used to do there. The weight room still rings loud in my ears. As my teammates or neighbors used to say, my friends, like it was serious. Like during football season, we didn't even play together. We never played together during football season. You know, first of all, we wasn't there because our coaches held us there all night long. And we was tired by the time we got home. So we used to just see each other probably on the weekend and in the morning going to catch the bus to go to school or whatever like that. But that rivalry was so strong, we didn't even talk. You know, it was more selled out, whatever, we're going to whoop y'all week one or whatever it was. That's how we spoke to each other, you know, but it was all love after the season.
Because the ultimate goal is to be a true representation of what Northwestern instilled in you.
Yes.
And that's to, no matter where you are, to be the best that you can be.
Yeah.
It just so happens that you're at Carol City, which you might have to get to the point where you might spank on some of them Bulls a little bit.
Got to.
But spank on some of them Rockets. But that's all right. That's what they put in you, to be the best where you at. And that's that. If somebody from Carol City ended up at Northwestern or whatever, it's just you have to do what you got to do, and that's be the best at coaching. You know.
That's right.
You know, a lot of those guys that over at Norland, because Ray went to Norland. Don't. It's just what he did. But Ray went to Norland, but
Prestigious high school.
But most of those coaches, they were going to be coaches. They were coaching involved with some of the stuff that was going on at Carol City, from what we hear, and they didn't like what was going on at Carol City, so it's almost like they all kind of went over to Norland and made it a local powerhouse. Yeah, for the time being, we'll see how that continues. Because when all the schools competitive, man, it's funner.
It's good football.
It's real good football when you got everybody playing really well.
But coach might say something different. He don't want to see Norland. He wants to see Carol City this year.
Yeah, but he want all these schools to be able to battle so your boys can know, so it can be real competitive for Dade County football.
Definitely.
And Broward County football. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you so now not facing that much, but now what do you feel are going to be some of your biggest challenges as you as 1 week in now, but as far as building that program to just a winning program and all that legendary stuff will come later.
I think my biggest challenge is just winning the community back, bringing our boys back to be able to play at our high school and not being a city that's a feeder pattern for other high schools. Miami Gardens, I just feel, is a feeder pattern to a lot of schools that's winning right now. You know, that should be going to Carol City or Norland or those things like that. We're trying to, like I always say, we're trying to win the block back. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get my community to believe in me, that we're going to have men of character, and that the community is safe for their kids to go to, and that we're doing, you know, great things at Miami Carol City.
That's important.
You know, with our great principal, she's bringing in new things, Tesla, different technologies. We have a medical program that's there, the law program that's there. You know, so we're building up these guys that have great futures and learning how to do these things now, just waiting to college, understanding that they can start their career now at the magnet school at this level and not just wait to decide when they get to college, this is what I want to do, and never touched it, never did anything that had something to do with those career moves that they want to make.
Yeah, speaking of college, now you what college did you attend after you left Northwestern?
After I left Northwestern, my mom never saw me play organized football, so I ended up going to California.
California.
I was supposed to go to Victor Valley in California, which was outside of L.A. My mom lived in San Diego, but I wanted to be close to her or whatever. When I got there, my mom didn't know too much about football, so she didn't know it was 3 junior colleges right in her area.
Oh, okay.
You know, so I ended up picking. I've always been a guy that wanted to build, so I always picked the middle guy or the bottom guy to show some type of legacy that we helped build this program up. So I picked the middle of the two, which were doing well at that time, and that was Southwestern Community College.
Southwestern.
Ended up going to 2 bowl games there. Had a great career there. Had a great coach there by the name Walt Frazier. You know, we from Miami. They do a little things different in California in college football. Man, I came up to the scene. I called him, did everything.
What was his name? You say?
I'm sorry, his name, Walt Justice.
Walt Justice.
Okay.
I was
His name was
say,
Walt
boy, his
Justice.
name
Yeah,
Walt Frazier too.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Walt Justice, man.
Okay.
And he was a big time college coach that came back to his alma mater, which was Southwestern.
Okay.
Yeah, I went there and played there and coached there early in his career. And he did the junior college circuit, and he came on back, to help us be a better school. He came be a defensive coordinator and assistant head coach. And I got out the car to meet him, and the man just started grabbing my arms, touching my chest. I said, "Yeah, man, you got a nice frame," because I was tall and slender at that time because I wrestled a lot as well my 4 years at Northwestern. He said, "Yeah, we can put some muscle in this frame." And my mom looking at it like, "Why you touching my baby like that?" But he was just, checking me out to see what type of weight I could put on and everything like that and what position I wanted to play. And that was defensive end. We had the speed, but, down here wasn't as big, but we had the speed and the know-how to get the job done. And he definitely, put the weight on, brought a meal playing there and, got me ready for the next level at a 4-year, college, which ended up being Morris Brown.
Morris Brown.
So you wrestled at Northwestern, just to go back. Okay.
Yeah,
Did you
wrestled
wrestle in college
football.
too?
No, I played basketball in college.
Okay, nice.
I never could make the basketball team. I come from a family of basketball players.
Oh, okay.
The Stubbs, Bahamians, they played at Miami Jackson. Cousins, Robert Rowe, played at Edison.
And they was basketball
They're
players.
the basketball players, so I wanted to follow in their footsteps. I followed my cousin everywhere. I was at Edison practice every day when I was a little boy, and I wanted to be just like him. I didn't learn how to dribble with my right hand until I got older because he was left-handed. So I wanted to do everything left-handed.
Oh, okay.
That was big cuz. So I ended up being a better football player than they were. So I went that route, and like I said, I went to Morris Brown, had a great career there. Was there doing the filming of Drumline and all that different things like that.
At that time.
Unfortunately, it shut down right after I graduated, but we back. We back.
Yeah. I'm kicking in your front. Great peeping in your drapes. Rob making the plate in the back. T-Hall Podcast. T-Hall Podcast. T-Hall Podcast. T-Hall Podcast.